Hi guys, my name is Sebastian and this is the 30 Dirty DVD. And these are 30 plus techniques that I picked up on my years, from my years on the mat. And even though I was just in jiu-jitsu for 9 years, I had 16 years of experience of dirty tricks before that. And dirty tricks are different from non-sportsman-like technique. There is no punching in the face, there is no poking the eyes, there is no grabbing the balls. Those are just things you wouldn't do to your friend. So these are techniques that you can do to your friends and they will still be your friends, but they're not classic beautiful techniques. They're a little bit dirty fighting, like you're pushing the throat, you're making him not being able to breathe, you're provoking a sudden reaction from him, you're capitalizing on him overreaching and overcommitting, and you're just doing unorthodox things that might just work. And I chose just 30 of all the techniques I know. These are the 30 dirty techniques that works best in my experience. Some of them I won big tournaments with, other of them just work some of the time, but when you get these rare techniques to work, you feel a special kind of pride because you can see in your friend's or opponent's face that he's just shaking his head and he's so pissed off because you got him with that technique. And I know you like that just as much as I do, and that's why I made this DVD. I admit that I am a rapscallion. I like doing things opposite just to be different. Sometimes it really pays off because I can be creative and invent new things. And when you cross your ankles from the back mount, what's the first thing everybody will tell you? Don't do that because he will counter it. Well, I came up with a counter for the counter. I have Mia in back mount. The first thing I do is to cross my ankles. Why? Because I like the squeeze I get from crossing the ankle. This is not a good control. This is a good control. When I cross my ankles, they're vulnerable, but it's also good control. Mia's counter is of course to put the triangle, and then look now, if I can put this foot out, what's happening here is he's reverse heel hooking me with his ankles. So he is putting the triangle, yeah, and then when he pushes his hips forward, he is reverse heel hooking. I can feel it in my knee and in my ankle. When he pushes his hips up, I have to tap because of the pressure in my knee. That's the idea. But what people won't tell you is when he puts this one up, instead of keeping my ankles crossed, now I stretch my legs. Now I'm controlling his hip. Okay, try to get your leg out of there. I put a lot of pressure. Now this connection with his ankle is actually squeezing my knees into his ribs, and you can tell by his face that this is not a nice position to be in. Here I have the opportunity to pay back. Okay, he thought he was gonna break my ankles, but instead now I'm breaking his face. All right. So this is a bait. I bait him with the ankle cross. As soon as I see him do this, I release and dig you can see I'm flexing my toes like crazy. And when I push back and pull here, this is not a nice position for his hips to be in. Here it's easy to set up this. I can connect the body triangle. I release it, connect the body triangle, and I break him back. So this is a counter for the counter. You bait, it's a dangerous bait because if you don't know what you're doing, he's gonna tap you. And if you have an ego in a competition, you're not gonna tap and you're gonna break your knee.
I actually broke my ankle once like that.
You broke your ankle like that?
No, the guy broke my ankle in this.
Yeah, because
when I crossed my legs, I didn't know this trick and I didn't stretch my legs, but I did choke him though.
Had you bought this DVD, your life would have been very different.
Wow.
Moral of the story. Good luck, don't break your ankles.